And I see the green.
Out across the streams.
Crossing the streams. Got my chat up. Got my chat on.
Yo, baby pop.
I think we're live.
All right. Well, that was fun, guys.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Good job.
All right, let's jump into it. Welcome to the Lovecraft Tapes. All right, I guess I should check, make sure. Let's make sure.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Have a good night.
That's it. You're still welcome, though. I mean,
that's it, boys. Delete everything. We're done.
Shred it all.
I can't get the tower to fit into the shredder. Damn computers.
All right, let's try this again.
It's inside the computer.
Welcome to the Lovecraft Tapes. I am Jeremy, your keeper of arcane lore, and we play Call of Cthulhu, a horror role-playing game based upon the fictional works of H.P. Lovecraft. Your investigators of the unknown are Brian, as Special Agent Jack Whiteside.
Did he just say he's going to jam his thumb in my butthole?
Gabe, as Special Agent Roy Arroyo.
I've met everyone I ever need to meet, and if I never meet anyone ever again, I'll be happy.
Well, then you're in luck. And Matt, as the mysterious newcomer.
Well, these seem like the cheeriest group of people I've ever hung out with before, so this should go quite swimmingly, don't you think?
Welcome, players. Let's begin by checking for any letters from beyond. Notice I didn't say mailbag again. So
mail sack.
Phrase.
Damn it.
Played that fucker out.
We need a P.O. box so we can get free stuff.
Let's begin by checking our P.O. box.
As long as it's not the B.O. box.
I'll be right back.
Too late. 5 hours later.
Well, we only got one letter from beyond, and it's on Facebook from Benjamin Davis, who suggests, y'all should totally do a Let's Play of all the upcoming Lovecraftian video games. Might even find a way to introduce y'all's character into the narrative.
Way to work in that southern accent.
Thanks, y'all.
Well, we could work in y'all's narrative. Serious there, folks.
So what do you guys think about that?
I think that's awesome. I think that would be cool.
Might be able to make that happen.
Yeah, so what games do we have coming out that might be potential?
2, really. If you want straight, like, Lovecraftian on track with our podcast, there's Call of Cthulhu.
Ooh,
What?
What is that? That sounds new.
Huh.
And different.
Never heard of Call of Cthulhu.
What? You haven't? And then I think we still have another year or so before The Sinking City comes out.
Oh, that's right. Isn't that supposed to be in early 2019?
It
Don't
might
cry,
be.
man.
I'm not
It's
sure
okay.
if they've solidified a release date for that yet.
Yeah. And I just saw something else on, gosh, I don't know where it was, IGN or something like that. There was a third one coming out, and I can't remember the name of it. But
The only 2 I've been tracking are Call of Cthulhu and The Sinking City.
yeah,
I think there's like one, like the Dunwich Horror or something like that. I can't think though.
that might be
We
it.
heard
Yeah.
it.
It seems like there's been a resurgence in those types of video games. I'm also curious to see, like, to what extent Call of Cthulhu and Sinking City will actually be RPGs, or will they
Right.
simply be first-person actioners? Will you be able to bump any skills or
Right.
stats?
That'll be interesting.
Are you
to see.
Gibbous, a Cthulhu adventure is coming out.
Ooh,
Moons of
Sounds
Madness is
lovely.
coming out.
Gibbous.
Give us some action.
Gibbous.
Give us some free stuff.
A Place for the Unwilling is coming out.
Ooh.
Omen Exedo Plague is coming out.
So not very many.
Yeah, what I
And
want is something
Song
like
of
Mass
War is
Effect.
coming out.
Like with that sort of
Yeah.
engine and that sort of gameplay, but all Cthulhu based,
Yeah, that would be cool.
right?
Basically, it's Fallout 4. That the whole theory is that Fallout universe is like a Cthulhu universe.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I like Mass Effect though because you've got all of those branching dialogues and
And spaceships.
Your character will go from game to game to game.
Oh yeah, that's
Right.
true. That would be cool. Yeah.
So that'd be pretty sweet because Skyrim's nice and all. I love it, obviously, but like I can't remember. Were you able to port your character over from?
I don't think so.
Oblivion?
No, because it's
No.
a different character.
Okay,
It's a different it's a different
right.
scenario at a different time.
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should let's play 2005's Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth.
Nah, I've played it a couple times. It's not.
Now we're going to
not
let's
great.
play it.
I've seen so many Let's Plays, and I downloaded it on Steam, and it glitched and glitched and glitched, just like it did back on the old original Xbox.
Yeah.
That's the best kind of let's play.
It would be very funny, let's play.
It's like die, die, die. So, okay.
No,
well,
that's Reaper's Ultimate in Overwatch.
right.
Although, maybe if people are interested in that kind of thing, maybe I could look into doing some sort of like live streaming Let's Plays on some of these future games.
That would be fun. I'd like to be part of it too.
Cool.
Do a dual stream.
Well, Benjamin Davis, we absolutely appreciate that recommendo, and we'll let you know when and if we decide to venture into the Let's Play or live stream.
That's awesome. You sparked an entire conversation that took up half of our time.
Right, so that's it for tonight. We'll
All right, have a good night, guys.
See ya.
As a reminder, if you'd like to get in touch with us, we're most active on our Discord server, where we have channels set up for spoilers, recommendos, freebies, and photos of beer that I brew.
And that's it.
And that's it. That's all there is. Also, if you're interested in supporting our show, get some perks at patreon.com/Lovecraft Tapes and get some gear at teespring.com/store/Lovecraft Tapes.
Yeah.
If I can say that properly. And speaking of which, it's time for a quick commercial break. And we're back.
Oh my God. Why? Why?
I blame you, the listener.
I
You're the one
was
supporting
going
all
to
these
say I didn't
terrible
do it.
commercials.
But yeah, you're right. It's the listeners. Thanks a lot, everybody on the planet. Well, not everybody, but
audio podcast. I'm
Couple
angrily
hundred.
shaking my fist at you, people who are listening to this podcast.
I can hear
at
it.
this moment.
But at least that product comes in Baker's dozens.
that's true.
So
Oh, see?
there's that.
Baker's buzzins.
Now, dear investigators,
Aww.
we continue. Chapter 7, Bloodlines. Previously on the Lovecraft Tapes. After returning to Arkham after the horrors encountered in Louisiana, our investigators of the unknown undergo psychiatric treatment for their neuroses with the capable ministrations of Dr. Udo Kier, Despite some lingering dreams and odd encounters, they are deemed ready to return to normal life. Nearly a year goes by, and the trio of friends slowly drifts away from one another, although they maintain the tradition of brunch once a month. The last Sunday in September, Jack and Roy arrive at Blaine Manor, only to find Dan Williams has gone on the lam, seeking out some mysterious artifacts he believes will somehow bring his dead fiancée back from the embrace of death. As they finish reading Dan's farewell letter together, a newcomer appears in the doorway, brandishing a busted cell phone and an impish grin. Jack and Roy. The mysterious figure leans away from the doorframe and saunters over to the refrigerator, opens it, and pulls out a casserole dish filled with crepes. With practiced ease, they pop the food into the oven and turn it on 300 degrees. While you watch, mouths hanging open in wonder, the elfin face gives you a wink and proceeds to set the table for 3 people.
I believe it was supposed to be 350, not 300.
I'm pretty sure I know how to finish off these crepes.
Oh, and by the way,
My first time cooking.
who the hell are you?
That's a perfectly decent question to ask at a time like this. Let's see, where do I start this tale? Well,
You've got a tail.
yeah, several. So I get for living next to a nuclear power plant my whole life.
Hey, Roy,
I glow
I
in
think
the
he's
dark.
Canadian. You hear that accent?
Only Kid Canada is Canadian. You know this.
You're right. You're right.
Let's put it this way. I'm a person who likes to follow certain events, keywords, people through the power of the internet. And recently, one of my ingrained alerts went off. And when I did some digging, it seems that your friend what was his name? Pull up my phone and scroll. Dan Williams was digging for some information that isn't exactly kosher in any sense of the word. Look, he obtained a few things that there are several other people out there that are a lot more powerful would like to know. Because when it comes to information, as you, Jack, should know, one person is never the only person who ever wants that. There's always someone else looking out for that information. And I think there's some sizable sharks, so to speak, in the water going after this information that your friend seems to have acquired somehow.
So how are you so comfortable in his house? Coming in here, grabbing stuff out of his refrigerator.
Well, oh, would you look at that? The crepes are done, and I'm going to walk over and pull them out.
What the hell is going on here? Speak up.
I mean, I figured I'd wait till he gets us the crepes, then I'd get involved.
Can't talk, hungry.
And pull the crepes out and set them down, and then I'm going to go over to the fridge, pull out the whipped cream, open the cabinet on top, pull out the Nutella, set them both down on the table, and go, anything else you might want for your crepes while I'm up? Drinks, we got orange juice.
I would like some answers, is what I'd like. Sit down.
Wouldn't we all? I've been looking for answers for a long time, and I'm still looking. Okay, I'm going to kind of drop down into the chair, lean back, and put my feet up on the table.
How do you know where everything's at in this house?
I
don't even know where everything's at in this house.
In certain circles, Blaine Manor has a certain reputation, which means that there are materials available online about the house, its history, and that history might include a blueprint or two.
He read the note. Don't listen to him. He definitely just read the note so he would know where things are.
Oh, I might have read the note. It was sitting there for quite some time before you found it, and then refused to look at it before your friend Jack over here picked it up and actually read the thing.
Well, why are you here?
Well, like I said, your runaway friend has some information. It's dangerous, not only to him, due to the implications it carries, but due to the people out there that are much more powerful than him. They also want said information, and I have ways of maybe solving that problem that won't end with your friend having his skin flayed off and displayed in a display case somewhere. Maybe hanging up like a flag.
You're going to kill my friend?
No, but there are people out there who are very much willing to kill him for the things that he knows at the moment, or the things that he may or may not have.
What did you say your name was again?
I didn't. And take another bite of my food.
And as this mysterious person takes a bite of their food, Jack and Roy, what are you doing right now? Are you standing up while they're sitting down eating, or what are you doing?
I am also eating.
So you sit down at the table in the spot that was laid out for you?
I have been doing that. I figured it was easy to assume.
I'm not sitting down. I'm watching like a hawk.
Okay.
And seeing their movements and what they're just trying to read them, trying to figure out what's really going on here. Are they grifting? Are they trying to scam? What the hell's happening?
Great.
I'm going to point my knife at him aggressively that I'm using to cut up my crepes. I'm going to say, hey, man.
Did you say him?
Look, I don't know. We don't know yet. It doesn't matter. I'm going to make that mistake a lot because Matt can't sound like a girl.
Them.
Okay. It does not matter at all. I don't need to be gotten on about this.
Excuse me, Roy. I have pronouns and I expect you to stick to them.
Shut up.
Whoa,
I
nice
don't
pronouns.
care.
Hey.
I'm going to point my knife at it, and I'm going to say, hey, I've been working on this getting Blaine Manor thing for a long time, So if you think that you're going to swoop in and take the deed out from under me, you got another thing coming, bucko.
You got another thing coming.
Well, for one, you might want to point that knife down. Otherwise, it might end up in your eye, kid.
That's not a knife.
Two,
You missed it.
You can keep the house. I just want the information that your friend has.
Well, it's a lucky for you that we don't know any of it.
No, but since you are the two closest people he had, I had a feeling that you might be the best way to go about trying to find him.
Yeah, me and Dan were work associates. I don't really know him that well.
Despite the fact that you've come over to this house every month for God knows how long since that last investigation to eat crepes.
Really? He left us. If he was actually our friend, he wouldn't have left us. So I don't think I knew him that well.
Have you been watching us?
You specifically, no. Can't say that I haven't been watching other people, though. And necessity of the job, so to speak.
So
I also like to watch people.
Mostly
I don't
Sports
think the
Center.
Kardashians count.
Well, this is a good opportunity while Jack is watching this new person like a hawk, and Roy is pointing a knife aggressively. This would be a good opportunity that you guys are now getting a good eyeful of who this person, what they look like. So, Matt, why don't you describe what your character looks like?
Ooh.
Okay, so they're pretty short, like 5'2", 5'3". They're skinny, but they're not, anorexic or bulimic skinny. They're healthy. It looks like they have a little bit of muscle on them. Short, very short, like pixie kind of cut style, black hair, and green eyes. If you want it in terms of already established characters, think like Angelina Jolie's character from Hackers.
Ooh.
And what are you wearing right now?
Nothing in a minute.
Right
No, I
now,
meant me.
I'm wearing just a plain white tank top, and over top of that is a leather jacket, which has spikes, short metal spikes coming up off the shoulder pads.
Mad Max.
And if you look closely, you might also notice that I've several piercings in my ears and one in my nose as well.
Oh, whew. Glad you said nose.
All right, thank you.
And scene.
That's it for the night.
Thanks. Have a good day. Or night.
One of these days when you make that joke, we actually need to put the ending in at random sporadic times just to confuse people. The Lovecraft Tapes is copyright. Wait.
Wait.
Just to see how many people we can confuse.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to keep a hawkish eye. Just making sure, watching movement, watching reactions to the conversation with Roy. Trying to read the facial cues.
Okay.
She's giving.
That seems like it would be a roll of some sort.
Yes, I agree.
Take a look at your skills and tell me what
No,
you think.
I think I have a roll of some sort. Let me find it. Some sort.
It may not be simply spot hidden.
No. It'd be like maybe psychology, not psychology, but
Psychoanalysis, maybe.
Psychoanalysis.
I
hope not.
That, actually.
History? No.
Ride.
That's later, mate.
Drive on.
Read lips.
You already know
like
you're
that.
terrible at that.
No, because I'm just reading like body language and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
you're just not great at it.
No.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you your best thing would be potentially listen.
Okay, I'll try
Right?
listen. Yeah, that would make sense.
So go ahead and give me a single roll.
Using
on
all your
listen.
senses to figure out if they're being honest and truthful or if they're...
Yeah.
Okay, I needed a 55. I rolled a 27, and underneath it says hard.
Okay, nice. So we'll keep that in mind as the conversation continues.
I am continuing to eat my crepes.
All right. So you silently eat your crepes. for a bit, and oddly enough, Roy, this new person who has yet to tell you who they are finishes before you, which is quite unusual because you're quite the lover of crepes, and you pride yourself on being able to scarf them down pretty darn quick.
So I noticed that you're
slowing down in your old age there, Agent Arroyo.
It's called enjoying something, idiot. I can already tell that I don't like you. Not that that's an uncommon occurrence.
I'll get that kind of feeling from you.
And I already have somebody in this group that I don't like. So
No,
if
Dan
you could
left.
go away, please.
Well, I mean, I could, but then you might end up with your friend's dead body on your hands. And, well, let's just say I would hope you like being stuck behind your desk all day doing paperwork instead of, I don't know, actually investigating things.
Like a floppy disk?
I don't think you
I
understand.
exclusively work in Laserdisc.
And I need
I don't think you...
I'm sorry, I need a quick moment to whisper to first Jack and then to Roy.
Oh, my.
So I'll try Jack first.
Oh.
So, Jack.
Yes.
When all of these pieces start to come together, plus this new person's explanation of what's going on and what had probably happened to Dan and what may happen to Dan.
Right.
You don't care too much about Dan per se, but there is mention of artifacts.
That's where I was going to go with it.
Yep, and that should pique your interest quite nicely and tie you into that. So
They don't need to know that, though.
nope, they do not know that. So here we go. And we're back, and I'll take care of Roy now.
No, don't. No.
Yep, I took care of you, buddy. So as this conversation continues, you do feel a strange pang of, you're not quite sure what, but it's similar to what that strange feeling you had for Dan back when Samantha was in your head. It's not quite the same. It's not quite the same. And now that you realize, you know, what had happened, that Samantha was literally in your head. But now you feel very sort of emotionally untethered. And Dan's loss is almost like the last straw. And you feel very compelled to find Dan if he's still out there. Because you've lost Bugsy, you've lost so many people. And you just can't imagine a world without Dan here. So that's what's going through your emotional being. So
It's difficult.
And we're back.
Right.
So I gave each of those characters a couple of motivations that that I meant to actually put in your notes, and I kind of spaced it. So Whisper's good enough.
It's all good.
Lovecraft in space.
Improv notes.
Yes, and that's all it says over here.
Right.
What am I supposed to do with that?
So what are we supposed to call you anyway?
Well, if you were to look at my file in one of your federal databases, you might find me under my screen name Detox. But the information you're going to get beyond that is not going to be the most accurate, considering every now and then for fun, I go in there and change everything around just to confuse the hell out of someone.
I'm not worried about a file. I just want to know what you'd like to be called.
For now, we can stick with Detox. Depending on how things go over the next couple of days, maybe I can give you a little something more. But where I come from and what I do, you'd understand if I'd like to have a little bit of separation until I really understand just who you people are and if you're going to be the people I'm looking for.
We're right here. You found us. No need to look.
What? I thought I heard something. Let me go check in this other room.
So it sounds like you've got everything figured out. What's your big plan to get Danny back?
See, that's where you come in.
I'm already here. I talked to you about this already.
You see, for all the information I have about your friend, he seems to have done a half-decent job of covering his tricks. I mean, I'll still have a few things. I'm going to hold up the busted cell phone that might give us a little bit of help, but usually when it comes to finding a missing person, having access to those around them that spent time with them and know them best is a really great shortcut to having to actually, dig.
All right, well, let me ask you something, Mr. Chemicals. If he only did a half decent job, shouldn't it be easy for someone who's so good at it that you can't even reveal his real name to find him just like that?
I mean, you're welcome to take a shot at it if you want to.
Look, I'd like to find him, but I mean, if it means I gotta hang out with you.
And just then, the phone rings.
Hello?
It's the landline in Blaine Manor. There's a receiver there in the kitchen.
Do you want to go pick that up?
I smack the end of it. It flips up twice. I catch it, put it to my ear.
Why am I always being made fun of for being old? He has a landline.
Roll for dexterity.
Special Agent Jack Whiteside.
There's
who's
It's
maybe the minds of
It says right here, he went to the castle of So Jack presses the receiver to his ear, and all he hears is a sort of a hum sound.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Pick up some milk.
All right. I told you not to call me here. Okay.
And then, Jack, you hear a strange little double click noise.
And
I quickly hang up the phone.
To the bottom of the phone and goes.
Okay.
And then I unplug the phone from the back, the phone line from the back of the phone. Mm-hmm. I grab the whole unit. I'm assuming it's a desktop unit.
It's a phone, or think of like a wall cradle.
Okay.
Right. Like a Conair.
Yep. I'm going to grab the phones hung up on. I'm going to grab the entire unit and pull up and out. That will dislodge it from the wall. So then I can unplug the phone line from the unit. And I'm going to slam it on the countertop in front of Roy and say, I think we're being bugged. Check it out. See if you can find something.
And I'll check it out and see if I can find something.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and give me a spot hidden?
There it is.
I don't want to. I needed a 70. I got a 70. That's a success.
Woo!
Yeah. So you're fishing around. You take the unit apart, and there's a bunch of wires in there. It all looks pretty normal to you. But then you notice like one of the little diodes is a slightly different color, and you see like just the vaguest impression of maybe a fingerprint on it, like sort of covered in soot or ink. Just like a couple whirls, not enough to make an actual fingerprint identification, but just like somebody had been in here tampering with this particular receiver.
All right, guys, nobody touch this phone.
Somebody's
been messing with it. Oh. And it's a really convenient time that I'm allowed back in FBI headquarters.
Who do you suppose would have been up to this, Roy?
Probably the Protestants.
Every sperm is sacred.
What you all getting at? All right. Do you think it's the FBI just double checking, triple checking, or do you think it could be something else?
I don't know why the FBI would give a crap about my new house, so...
I don't believe he had a will written up yet, so I wouldn't be jumping on this property.
He's not dead. I'm the carekeeper.
Well, I'm gonna make sure he gets that will before he dies.
I believe technically you would be the crypt keeper.
So what's your big plan to get Danny back? I still haven't heard it.
Well, at this point, I have one potential lead, and it might point us somewhere from there. But other than that, I'm just kind of winging it, really.
That sounds like our style. Right, Roy?
Only
Contact
idiots
with you
wing
two was kind of as far as I planned, and then I found the cell phone. It's not too badly wrecked. Looks like the motherboard's mostly in one piece, and he didn't properly scorch his SIM card, nor the SD card that it looks like he had in there for other storage, so there's a very good chance there might be something on here.
So you want me to continue destroying it?
Hold on, I'll get you a hammer. Okay, so this note, I'm going to read the note again.
And you have a copy of that in your...
It says, follow him no matter what. Always make sure to find him because he'll be back as soon as possible.
What?
Oh, wait, it says, don't follow me ever.
And in my version, it said that it's from your friend, but Jack's, I think it just said that. I think it said, "Screw you, Jack. I'm leaving."
How did you read my note? Okay, I'm going to read over the note again. Why they discuss.
Why don't each of you make an intelligence check?
No,
Oh,
it won't
boy.
work.
This isn't going to go well.
Yeah, right. Anytime would be fine.
I'm letting Brian go first so I can see what I have to
It's up at
beat.
the top where it says INT.
It's a audio podcast.
I got it. I was reading the note. Jeez. I failed. I needed a 50. I got a 79.
That's not true.
And then I passed. I needed a 50. I got a 10.
No, that's not true. So Jack needed a 50. He rolled a 10. That's an extreme success. Jack, after that troubling phone call, you do not feel very comfortable in this house right now.
I feel like there might be people in robes roaming around. We got to get out of here.
Perhaps this new person has an idea where to go.
Well,
Perhaps.
usually I don't take people back to the clinic so fast, but it seems like these are extenuating circumstances. So why don't we all head out, and I can head back to my place and maybe work some magic on this cell phone we have.
All right, sounds good to me.
Can't do magic. Only Louisiana people can do magic.
Roy, I think they might mean magic fingers. You know, like the motel with a bed. Bring your quarters. See, I was right.
All right, cool. Let's go.
All right, everybody, pile into a vehicle.
Wait, hold on. And I'm going to run upstairs and run to his sock drawer and look for money.
Go ahead and give me a spot hidden, please. And a listen roll, please.
Okay. So I needed a 33. Or I needed a 70. I got a 33. That's a success on the spot hidden. And on listen, I needed a 28. Got an 85. That's a fail.
All right. So you race upstairs and check the sock drawer. And you do find a $2 bill. Go ahead and put that in your inventory.
Yes.
And you also find just underneath the $2 bill
A used.
Dan's driver's license and all his credit cards, and they have been cut in half.
Yeah, but I got a $2 bill.
And I'm sorry, guys. I got to excuse myself for a minute here to turn off the air. Hang on.
Okay.
Don't turn off your air, then you can't breathe.
He's like, okay, so first you're gonna go to. Okay, So my theory is
That's just a game theory.
that's all I got, yo.
Thanks for watching.
Sorry about that. I had the air on 75, and it's like 69 out. I didn't think it was going to kick on,
Sorry.
but it did. The air
Weird
freaking
humidity, probably.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. Anyways, so you find the driver's license and credit cards chopped in half, cut in half in the sock drawer.
He's dead. That's what
Yeah.
that means.
You're by yourself, so what would you like to do, Roy?
I'm gonna take a nap in his bed.
We're waiting in the
All right, so
car.
Jack and Detox are downstairs preparing to leave and waiting for Roy as he mysteriously ran up the stairs for a moment. So you guys have a couple minutes to talk about anything you need to.
So, what's your favorite color?
Blue, no green. Ah!
What the hell happened to your accent? So, what are your interests? Why are you so involved in all of this?
What was that?
Sorry, I've got gas from those cracks. You can do it.
I'm trying to
So,
understand
what
why your
got you
friend,
so involved in all this?
Trying to understand why your friend Royo is repeatedly updating his Facebook status with a bunch of Z's. As best as I can explain it to you at the moment, there's some information that your friend has come across
Gross.
that might be of some use to me. And I figure I can get it off of him. He'll be safe because they'll come after me, and I know how to handle these kind of things.
So
my
you're
first
just,
rodeo.
you're just in this for whatever you're looking for. You're not in it to help anybody other than yourself.
Well, I end up helping your friend. He's not going to end up dead.
Why do you keep saying that? How do you know he's going to end up dead?
Because I have a rough idea of the kind of people that are looking for him. And these are the kind of people that have the money, the time, the dedication, and the patience, along with the reach to get whatever they want done. No questions asked.
Rachel from Friends? They got her too?
And I'm going to look over my shoulder to make sure that Roy isn't coming down the stairs yet, and I'm going to lean in a little bit. How do you think that agent, pull out my phone scroll, Ackley, got to the position he's in, replacing your old boss, Sharon? Skinner, I believe her name was.
Well, he said that
Kind of just showed up out of
no.
nowhere, asked a few questions, and landed at a comfy desk way at the top. That doesn't seem somewhat suspicious to you?
I don't know the chain of command. I'm in the field. I just know who I report to, and now she's missing. She took off. With the other, she just took off.
And some strange man comes in, asks you some questions, restricts you to desk duty, where you're stuck filling out paperwork all day. And you don't think that's weird?
Well, I mean, a shitstorm happened, so they're probably just trying to figure it out and cover their asses. So, no, I didn't think it was strange until now you're bringing it up.
Let's just say there are some agents and people in your organization that don't walk as straight and narrow of a path as they like to portray.
Well, you give me a lot to think about. I just want to make sure that I save this Dan person, so we can make sure that we're covering our bases here, so there's nothing shady going on.
Oh, there's plenty shady going on out there that everyday people are completely blind to. And let me just say, there are some days that I wish I was too. But it's the curse of having the knowledge that I do and the skill set that I have. And I just have to learn to deal with that.
And what's that skill set you have?
Well, I have 5 in accounting, 1 in anthropology.
All right. I know you're joking, but maybe we'll get to know each other. And maybe you'll be able to trust a little bit.
Maybe at some point in the future. Say, what do you think is taking your friend so long?
Well, he's probably reconnecting.
All right, so we'll take a quick pause here from your conversation. And why don't, he says he can see Brian, but he can't see me or Matt. So
all right, let's just all reconnect.
Yeah, I'm gonna reconnect. Yep.
All right.
And
So will I.
try that. There's
Yay!
Brian, there's Matt.
Are we all here?
I do not see Gabe.
Oh, we can see Gabe.
Okay.
So you reconnect, Jeremy.
I did.
20!
already.
We've done it twice.
And there comes Gabe. I see a black box.
Gross.
Because living in a black box, yeah. Because he's living in a box.
Oh, we
Yeah,
can talk to him.
I can see all of you. I think, Brian, you can see everyone too.
I
right?
can see everybody,
Can you
yeah.
hear Gabe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see a black box for Gabe right now.
Okay, Gabe and Jeremy reconnect one more time, see if that helps.
All right.
On 3.
4, 5, 3.
And reconnect. Riveting stream. And there's Brian and Matt,
Yay!
but no Gabe.
Oh, we can see him too.
No, I can't see Gabe.
Yeah, just you two are having troubles.
Mm-hmm.
He
So
goes,
I'll-
I don't need a boss, I'll do what I want.
I'll stay on this time. Gabe, you try to reconnect one more time.
Try reconnect,
Can he,
Gabe.
can he see me?
No, he can't see you either. He said when he reconnected, it ruined everything. He's trying again.
Well, that's in the past. That's what's helped is if he
Yeah.
reconnects. He did it 5 times last session.
Yeah. No, he's-
Everyone is gone. Give it a minute.
Or 2.
3.
So this is the point where I'd fill and talk with our sponsor, but we are hashtag still not sponsored. So enjoy the awkward silence, I guess.
I wonder if they're going to go down for that 1 hour block again like they did last time we tried this.
So roll 20?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He tried closing out of Roll20 and
that'd
opening
be a good
new,
idea.
like, browser tab or
Yeah, that might be a good idea for him.
Yeah, have him just shut it down and reload up.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's still
Yeah.
foundering. I really think it's on his end.
It probably is.
He's the common denominator in all this.
Yeah.
No offense.
Condom denominator.
Yeah. We'll
your
see if that
content
works.
denominator.
I just think I just don't think his internet's that great. In the basement
Yeah, it might
or
not be.
something.
Yep.
That's what it seems to happen, anyways.
Well, if anybody's in the live chat, we got some time.
Nobody's in the live chat.
Oh man,
We didn't give him much
We're
of a
fine.
heads up, though.
We are fine.
We are
The world.
the world. We are the world.
Still can't see him.
Give him a sec.
1.
Like I said, it took about 15 seconds for me to see you guys.
Oh, okay. On a side note, my sister got a new job. Carrie?
Nice, there's
Oh,
Gabe.
hey Gabe.
See you, buddy.
I don't see
Can't
him.
see
I'll reconnect.
Brian.
You don't see Brian?
I see you and Matt.
Okay, Brian's
Brian,
reconnected.
a black
No, I
There
do.
you are.
All right, we're all here. Again.
Huzzah!
That's always
Yay,
a
roll
lot
20.
of fun.
Sports.
Okay, so
What were we doing?
you guys,
Sports ball.
Detox and Jack were having a private conversation, and now they hear Roy snoring upstairs on the bed.
Hold on 1 second, Detox. Give me a minute. I'm gonna run upstairs.
Okay. Why don't you give me a listen roll?
Okay. Oh, I needed a 55. I got a 20. Oh, wait. I needed a 55. I got a 23.
That is a hard success, and you hear some just before. Well, first of all, you hear Roy snoring. He's obviously taking a nap on Jack's bed or Dan's bed.
He's at the foot of it, all coiled up.
Yeah,
like
he's all curled up at the foot of like a little puppy. But you just before you hear like some very like a very fast dripping water coming from the upstairs bathroom, which is just to the left of the bedroom.
Okay, I'm gonna like briskly walk down the hallway and kind of stutter stop, and take a step back and open up the door to the where I hear the sound.
It's wide open.
Then I'm not gonna open it.
You can see the bathroom, and you can see the sink is. It looks like someone hadn't turned the faucet completely off.
All right, I'm going to walk in slow and just look around the room, see if I notice anything out of place. So I'm going to do a spot hidden.
Nope, you don't need to. The listen roll was perfectly good enough. So you turn off the water that someone had left just slightly dripping. And
mirror is covered in sticky notes from Dan that says fix faucet tomorrow.
And as you do so, your eye line immediately goes to the wastebasket that's right next to the sink. And you see a box of Clairol hair color.
I'm going to reach down in and grab the box and pull it up, see what color it is.
It is platinum blonde for her.
Well, it's not Danny then because it's for a girl only.
And it's completely, it's been used up.
All right, I'm going to step back out of the bathroom and
Roy emerges with platinum blonde hair.
It's beautiful.
If there are any artists out there, please give us a rendition of that.
I'm gonna step over to where I hear Roy sleeping and enter. I don't know if the door's shut or not. So
no, it's not.
Okay, I'm gonna enter and be like, "Arroyo, get out of bed now. We gotta go."
10 more minutes.
You can walk then. And I turn around and go back downstairs.
Thanks.
I thought you wanted 10 more minutes. Why'd you say thanks?
Because you're giving me 10 more minutes.
Oh, good.
So after 10 minutes, Roy appears downstairs to a clearly irritated and impatient duo of
Do you
Jack
have any
and
sevens?
All right, let's get a move on. The day we're losing light.
All right, go ahead and describe which vehicle you're taking, and Dan, you can describe
who's
where Dan? And what the
Dan.
Dan, or sorry, Matt. Detox. You can describe the path and location and description of your clinic.
Yeah.
So tell me how
I don't
you're
care whose keys they are, but I'm going to need someone's keys so we can get out of here. And yes, I'm driving because I'm not explicitly telling you where I'm going. It ruins the fun of the surprise.
I'm going to throw Detox my keys. Shotgun.
I think he already called shotgun.
No, it's second person who yells it gets it. It's house rules.
That's how it works
Is he
in
always
America.
like this when it comes to car seats?
I gotta run out to the car and touch the hood and yell shotgun.
Shotgun. See, I said it second, you lose.
Doesn't matter, you gotta touch the hood, it doesn't count.
I'll touch the hood and I'll say shotgun.
Too late.
While they're arguing about who gets to sit in the front seat, I'm going to hop into the driver's seat, adjust all the mirrors in the seat, buckle up, and start the car.
I jump in the front seat real quick.
I will literally punch him in the face and open the door and sit on him.
I say, if you're going to sit there, you better get the seatbelt and buckle us up. We got to be safe.
Nope. I will not do it.
Roy, you're a little more supple than I thought you'd be.
Seatbelts and mirror adjustments are for wusses.
I'll see what Dan meant when he said semi-homoerotic behavior.
Oh, so you've talked to Dan?
Yeah, do you know Dan? Did you know him?
Not directly, no. If that makes any sense,
So
which it
Dan's
probably
blogging
doesn't.
about it?
Doesn't at all.
Makes sense to me, but I'm the keeper.
See, he knows what's going on.
What the hell was that voice?
Facebook.
I'm the keeper, random friend. All right, fine. Backseat, middle on the hump. I called it.
All right, you can have that.
I sit right in the center, so my huge head is right in the middle of the rear view mirror.
Detox appreciates that. All right, Detox, take him away.
So I'm going to back out of the driveway at Blaine Manor, and we're going to start driving towards
Miss Daisy.
one of Arkham's older ports. We're going to pull up, and there are going to be, warehouses and people moving around. And there's some nice warehouses, and we keep going. And then the warehouses start to look a little more dilapidated. We keep going. Then we get to the really ratty old warehouses that people probably shouldn't be using, but they are anyway. We keep going until at the very end of this port maze full of warehouses and whatnot, there's a somewhat dilapidated, like double wide trailer that's sitting off in a corner. And there is a sign stuck in the ground at the front, but the whole thing is kind of weathered to the point where the only word left on the sign is clinic, even though it's obvious at one point there were, more words above and below. You can't tell what those are anymore.
And as we arrive, I'll sort of sneakily take out my phone and have it mark my location.
All right, I'm going to need a, what would that be?
Computer use?
That would be some sort of a sleight of hand, actually.
A cult.
That'd be sleight of hand.
A cult.
All right. Is there... Oh, good. I have a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm spending the luck. I'm spending the luck.
All right,
I have a
mark
10.
off.
A 12.
All right, mark off 2 points.
I needed a 12. Or I needed a 10. I got a 12. That's a fail, but I'm spending the luck.
All right, go ahead. 2 luck down. And you managed to mark your location without anybody noticing.
Ha.
I'd be like, who are all those guys in there with guns?
That's one of my Kiana security measures. It's literally just a screen with a projection running.
And cardboard cutouts going back and forth in front of the window.
You'd be surprised.
Wow, this looks like a great party.
Whoa!
I thought you said they were out of town this week.
Quick, guys, my parents are back. We have to clean up.
Get the paint cans.
So this is the clinic that you were talking about?
Indeed it is. This is my evil villain's lair, if you want to call it that.
Okay,
my
Google,
home.
navigate home. Now I know where you're at. All right, well, let's get this show on the road. The quicker we can get this done, the better I'll feel.
Okay, let's get into the clinic here, and I can start doctoring this phone. Yeah,
Do you sell morphine?
No, I don't sell morphine.
Can you sell morphine?
No, I can't. It's
How about
illegal.
Zans?
No.
Meth.
You ain't got no Xannies? What the hell kind of
no.
party is this?
Sorry. I'm going to walk
I
up
thought
and
you
I'm
said it
going
was an
to
evil lair.
pull out my key ring and proceed to unlock 4 separate deadbolts and then the door handle itself. And then I'm going to open the door into the trailer.
Well, why do you have a window open if you have all those deadbolts?
I'm gonna get some airflow in there somehow.
It's got a broken screen, so you can just reach your hand in. Security.
What I didn't tell you is that sitting next to the front door is a busted up old screen door.
I lose it. I try and push. I go berserk and start kicking walls. Like,
Roy,
you
Roy,
like busting up screen doors?
we
Let's
can
see
fix it.
how you like it when I bust up other walls.
I'm going to run to the trunk of my car and pop open the trunk and get out the extra roll of screen that I brought. Roy, it's okay. Here, you can fix it, man. Don't worry about it. You got this.
Somebody needs to teach you to treat screen doors.
I know.
You have no respect.
I know. She doesn't get it. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm going to take a few minutes and repair the screen door.
Yes.
All right. And as Roy is repairing the screen door, Detox, you're welcome to show Jack into your lair.
Well.
If you know what I mean.
Now that we got some alone time.
Feel free to describe.
So the inside of the trailer itself is pretty cramped. There's basically a narrow walkway in an O shape through the trailer, and then most of the I knew I would regret saying that.
Your O face?
Yeah. Down the center of the trailer is a bunch of tables that just have what look like to be a whole mishmash of computer parts and electronic bits, some of them that look broken, some of them that look brand new, some that look really old. Along the far side is a small kitchenette and a futon.
Flipping.
Oh, ho, ho. And on the other side is a door which leads to the small bathroom I have. And then there's another table which has one of those magnifying lights on a swivel stand with a light on it, and a couple of soldering irons, a rack that has, tools, small screwdrivers, different types of electrical tape. And the whole thing is kind of just really dimly lit.
Nice.
There's also a big computer on that desk that has 3 different monitors. And if you look closely around the trailer, you'll see there are some really nice speakers so that I get some really great surround sound in here.
Nice. Why, yada. So this is your lair. I have to throw up quotation fingers.
Pretty much. Oh, I mean, what were you expecting? Giant rocket that I might use to launch a space alley and back? Oh, wait, that was the last season of Fortnite. I'm sorry.
All right,
Welcome to the Lovecraft Tapes.
In
space!
If you allow me here. So I'm assuming that you're a hacker, semi-genius that pretends to want to work alone, but you just can't in this situation. Am I getting this correct?
I mean, if you want to speak in movie tropes, yeah, I'd say you're pretty spot on.
Exactly how I speak.
And as he says that, I'll walk in having completed the screen door and say, hey, give me the tour.
This is my trailer. All my miscellaneous shit sits on this long middle table. This table over here is my workbench. Back there is the kitchen. That's the futon while I sleep, and the bathroom is over here if you need it.
So, got any snacks?
I mean, if you consider condiments like ketchup a snack, then yeah.
Yes,
I might have a beer or 2 in there, but it's been a while.
I'm going to go over to the refrigerator and open it up and see what's in there.
So, hey, I heard through the open door that you didn't bother the lock because you're dumb, that you're a hacker. Do you know Matthew Lillard and Sick Boy?
Kick a hole in the screen door again. Go for it.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to get to work on the cell phone.
Hey, he asked you a question.
I'm gonna get to work on Dan's cell phone. If you wanna go sit somewhere, otherwise occupy yourself, just try not to touch anything.
So
I have
when you
things
fix the
organized.
phone,
And
you're gonna call them for us.
now the only kind of people I call are the Ghostbusters.
All right, all right.
All right, so Detox basically goes straight to work with very nimble hands and looks like they know exactly what they're doing. And that's not good. All right, audio podcast. You know, I'll let Detox describe here in a minute what they're doing with the cell phone. But meantime, Jack, you did say that you also wanted to take a peek at Dan's letter, which you still have with you.
Oh shit! I thought I did.
I'm sorry?
Huh?
Who?
So,
Where am I?
So why don't we start with Jack and the letter? And Roy, do you want to assist in any one of these efforts, or do something
I'll
else?
help Jack because he's the new favorite now that everyone I actually like is dead.
Sort of like the least common denominator.
It's the process of elimination led to him being the favorite.
All right, so Jack, with Roy peering over your shoulder, describe to me how you're examining this letter, or if you see anything that's unusual or you have questions about the letter itself.
Well, Roy, you see here, he's talking about borrowing artifacts. That worries me. And you know firsthand, I read that report about the well incident with the creature. That was an artifact. My life, I think it was called.
Yeah,
If he
I
even
remember.
has one close to that power, he's in trouble.
It wasn't that
we
powerful.
definitely have to find him.
I
he
want to find him. Don't get me wrong.
He doesn't
but
have a
you're
lot of
reading my
money,
mail.
according to his note. So I'm not sure. Maybe we can track his driver's license or something like that.
Oh, we can't
What do you mean?
because when I was looking through his sock drawer,
Looking through his sock drawer.
you know what? I was getting some money, and I took that nice nap that you rudely interrupted. I was looking for some money, and I found his driver's license and credit cards all cut up. So that's off the table.
Oh, well, that's going to make it a little bit more difficult. Although he doesn't have that much money. It's according to his note anyway.
Well, it's called lying. I kind of taught him everything he knows.
So he's been researching this for a while. We never picked up on it. Great detectives we are, huh?
I mean, I'm great.
Oh, so you knew what he was up to?
Yeah, I just didn't want to ruin the surprise.
You knew what he was doing?
Yeah, I mean, well, I saw him doing it, but I wanted to not keep up on it, so that way we could have this adventure. You're welcome.
Roy, I tell you, sometimes you bring it right up to here to me, but other times I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have you around. Good job on that door, by the way. That screen door looks brand new.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. It's a good thing you had that repair stuff, or I might have had to leave to get it.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but I'm looking out.
For what?
Making sure that you're good. I got to keep you on your game. You're saving our ass more than once.
Yeah, I mean, well, screen doors have saved my ass more than once, man.
Maybe later.
Without screen doors.
Depending
Are you
on
ready
where
for the origin story?
Depending on where we end up sleeping tonight, we might, if you're interested, have a sword fight or something.
I do like swords, man.
All right, that sounds good. All right, let's go check and see what this other, I don't know what they call themselves, diphtheria lips or something.
Well, so I need Jack and Roy to take a peek at their character sheets.
Gross.
Who has the better spot hidden?
Oh, I've got a 70.
I also have a 70.
I'll fight you for
so
it.
it doesn't matter. So, since you have such a high thing, but you're basically Jack is examining the letter for additional clues other than what he found just now, the questions that he raised. And Roy's help over his shoulder gives him a bonus dice. So go ahead and roll me a spot hidden, please. Jack.
Me or me? Okay.
Me or me?
Me or me? Well, needed a 70 and I got a 62.
Well, that's crike. Why don't you go ahead and roll again? Roll a d10. And what you want is lower than a 6.
I got a 4.
So now you have a 42, which is a better roll. So this is what you see. And Roy, you have the same information because you're helping him out. There are a couple phrases that sort of stick out to you because this is a handwritten letter by Dan.
It's in Braille.
It looks typed to me.
No, that's what
I could have done it in Comic Sans.
Like it looks like the Arial font.
But you couldn't see it from the air, so yeah. There we go. So the 3 phrases stick out as sort of odd, almost as though they are written with a different hand than the rest of the letter.
He's ambidextrous.
That's right. And those phrases are follow the bloodlines, find my own self-worth, and no man is an island. Those 3 phrases stick out as like as if whoever wrote them. Oh, did Gabe lose something?
No.
Okay, put him okay. Those 3 phrases, and actually, what I can do for you is in the journal highlight those.
Ah, thanks.
I believe I can. Let me just find out.
I believe in you too.
Yes, I believe in you. So
I believe in all of you.
I started to put them in there, but then I missed the second part because I was typing.
So follow the bloodlines. I'm going
Do
to
it,
highlight
Matt.
that. Did that work? Yep. And what's the other one I said? Find my own self-worth, which is at the end. These are all at the end.
Okay.
And no man is an island. So towards the end of his handwritten letter, save changes. There you go.
Yay! We got him.
It appears as if the handwriting just sort of wavers slightly, and of course with your great roll and your FBI skills, you pick up on this. Like it's something's odd about those particular phrases. You also notice, and I'm sure you've already noticed this because you've had the letter for at least a week, and I'm sure you've read it several times.
A week has passed?
But I mean in real life. I'm sure you as players have studied this letter.
I was like, wait a minute. We just had crepes in the bed.
That's what I was thinking. Too.
It took a week to eat those crepes.
I guess
though.
maybe you didn't notice something very unusual and very obvious in the letter.
I called
had
you
it
friends.
read to me. I didn't read it.
But just before follow the bloodlines,
Hubert.
yeah, you can't quite tell whether or not he wrote Hubert or Herbert. You're not quite sure.
Herbert.
He
Herbert
spelled
West
either
Industries.
Way,
He's going to
either way,
record
he
commercials.
spelled it wrong. There's
Yeah,
no.
so it's just sort of like it's that same weird handwriting where you at first when you heard or when you read it, it looked like Hubert. But now looking at it more closely, it almost looks like Herbert, but it's too hard to tell. It could be somewhere in the middle. Could be both. Don't know.
It's Hubert.
I knew it. They're the same
that was
person.
the pronunciation for Matt. So
It's his twin evil brother.
So, Detox, no one opted to help you. So, you're on your own, buddy.
Woohoo!
Yes. So, I'm going to need you to make an electronics roll.
Yeah.
And you and I talked
You better
about
have
this, didn't
high
we?
skills.
Did.
Yes.
Oh my.
Oh my.
I needed a 60 and I rolled a 23. That is a hard success.
Rigid, almost.
So you go ahead and describe how you hack into this SIM card.
Well, I know it's going to be a lot of work to get just the data off of the card if I wanted to put it into a new unit. So what I do is I'm going to take what's left of the motherboard and basically piggyback it onto another motherboard and connect one to the other where he broke the connections on the main board. So it now acts like one unit. And then I'm
With a
going
serial
to use,
cable or using a...
I'm using an S-video.
Oh,
Would you
what?
call that a motherfucker board then?
Yeah, I would.
Motherfucker.
And then I'm going to use the combination of the old motherboard and the new motherboard as a pass for any kind of encryption he might have left on here. And I'm going to put in the SIM card and the SD card. I'm going to hook it up to my computer and I'm going to power it up.
Click, click. All right. Insert Creative Commons 0 sound effects here. So, Detox, you are, of course, extremely skilled at this type of thing. So you have no problem getting into the SIM card. But much of the data is mangled because of the physical damage to this cell phone and the SIM card. But you do manage to glean 2 pieces of information. Are you ready to type these? And actually, I'm happy to do these as handouts. So I'm going to add these as handouts real quick on the fly. Mwah.
I love flying.
Help me.
The first one, you find 2 recent phone numbers and a Google Keep note.
8675.
So I'm going to give you the first one.
Sponsor us, Google Keep.
Sponsor us, Tommy Two Tone.
I guess I should actually share those with everybody. Well, no, just Matt.
Just Matt.
There we go.
Yep.
There you go.
We're not players or anything.
There's yours. There's one. And next one. As I type it here, I should have had these props. Sorry about that. My bad. And actually, I should probably just share these with everybody.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, because I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, otherwise it's pretty anticlimactic.
I know what he's doing right now.
Aha!
Oh, that's all players. Good. And edit.
I think your typewriter ribbon's out of ink.
I'm going to actually call this phone number.
I encourage you to.
Where's the phone number?
It's on the bottom of the screen
like
in
I
bright
said,
yellow letters, Brian.
Like I said, Gabe, if you're going to do that, you need to describe what you're doing.
I'm calling this phone number.
Which one?
Yeah, say it.
443-871-9934.
Well, actually, you shouldn't, because not until Matt shares it with you.
Oh, true.
Fine.
Man has it.
I'll wait till he shares it with me.
All right, thank you.
Although, will Detox share it with us? We don't know.
Right.
All
right.
I'm going to pull those 2 phone numbers and plug them into the phone tracking program that I have on my computer that I can break into, cell towers and networks and landline networks and scan to see if I find any records or hits for those numbers. And while that's running its scan, I'm going to open up the Google Keep note and say, hey guys, I think I might have something on the cell phone.
All right. And Matt, I'm giving you access to edit these handouts.
Oh, bum, bum, bum.
Everybody else can see them, but you have the access to actually edit them. So the first one is the 410 number, 651-5775. And your lookup database comes back with Somerset Self-Storage.
I knew it.
And the second one, 443-871-9934, is for Kingfish Charters. And then, of course, your keep note says Winoka Point, question mark, 1987. And that's it.
1987 was the year to quit, motherfucker, because they was illegit.
What?
What?
1987 was the year to quit. Here, type this into your wiki.
And, of course, that is all of the data you're able to retrieve from the damaged SIM card.
Damn SIM card.
And, guys, I think that's actually a pretty good place to stop because we're at 8:45 right now.
Yeah.
We've been going since 7. So that's about perfect spot on. I think that's a nice little cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So
Crikey.
All right.
Thanks.
So I'll do the tune in. You guys give me some reactions. Tune in next time for Chapter 7, Bloodlines. And then Brian usually goes, "Oh man, I'm gonna keep playing." Shit.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. I gotta get up early in the morning.
Shut up. I don't want to think about it.
Thursday.
Oh, damn it, Jimmy.
So what do you guys think so far?
I'm excited to see where this is going. I like the new character.
Aw, thanks.
I love.
I have
character,
plans.
actually. It's my new favorite character.
I figure it'd be fun to write a character that was somewhat in opposition to the two already standing characters.
Yeah,
so you have these
against the
two
law.
big, like gruff, really somber FBI agents, and then you have this new character who is shorter, smaller, and like a lot happier and more upbeat and a lot quicker.
Petite.
I'm not gonna lie.
Petite, that works.
I'm not gonna lie, getting on my nerves.
Everybody does, though.
Yeah, I'll venture to say that just about everybody out there gets on your nerves.
Oof.
I don't know. I liked Bugsy and Petunia.
Yeah, but I do believe they're dead now, so that's
And
not
the
much.
screen
of a
door
thing.
was nice.
Is Petunia dead?
Yeah, he
I
was
don't remember.
one of the zombies.
I don't remember him being. I was too focused on Bugsy, I guess.
That's true. But yes, Petunia was there as well.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh,
Life's
psychotic
sad.
break coming on. I hear it.
I mean, it's due to happen in this scenario at some point.
Well, yeah, I did give you a little bit of an opportunity there. Now it's time for some recommendos. So please roll D100, and the highest one's going to go first. I rolled a 30.
Rolled a 100.
I'm going to have to rewrite that note. Great.
I rolled a 29.
No, you
I
didn't.
rolled a 29.
Your name's Brian, so you rolled a 36, and you
I
rolled
rolled a
first.
30. Gabe and I are rolling at the exact same time.
But your number's there. Your name's there. So
All right.
Brian,
I'm
you go first.
I'm gonna switch up my recommendos because I've been really digging on this YouTuber lately. His name is not that way because he won't return my calls. His name is Call Me Kevin, or his channel's Call Me Kevin.
Okay, Kevin, what's your recommendo?
I believe this is my time.
My tie.
Yes,
Alcoholic.
we're all getting drunk.
Woo woo.
Too late.
He's Irish, which is fantastic because we just went to Ireland this year, which was a very fun trip. What he does is he plays games, old, new, it doesn't matter. But he purposely tries to not play the narrative of the game. So he's extremely funny as he goes along. Like they you know how games try to prompt you to move forward, to get the story to move forward. He does the opposite. Quick, get over here. I need your help. He'll run the opposite way, or get back in a car and drive away. Or he'll do, depending on the game. He played some Fallout 3 and just like totally loaded up with all the mods just so it's completely broken. And he tries to play it all the way through and nothing works right. Really funny guy. His channel, I think he's got over 1 million subscribers. But he's so down to earth and he's so funny. Nice shorter videos, 10 to 12 minutes. Definitely make you chuckle, make you laugh, and it's a cool throwback to all the original gaming that we used to play. He does some earlier GTA. He does GTA 5. He does Fallout 3 and 4. He's getting into VR stuff now, which is fantastic because when you're supposed to fight somebody in VR, he literally just slaps them instead of punching. He's really funny. So check it out. It's Call Me Kevin YouTube channel. Does a lot of fun gaming stuff. So
cool. All right, Gabe, how about you?
All right, well, I need to preface this with a question because I've looked through the list and I can't find it, but I also don't remember where I heard about this from. It's not wrestling. I gotta get back on that though. Did any of you guys ever recommend What We Do in the Shadows? Was that you guys that I heard that from?
I've recommended it, but I don't think it was an official recommendo.
I don't think it was official either. We talked about it, but I don't think it was an official recommendo.
All right, cool then. Then based on Dum Dum's new character, my recommendo is What We Do in the Shadows. It's about these vampires who live in New Zealand, and it's like a mockumentary, and basically you're just following their sort of day-to-day lives as they build up to the it's like this masquerade ball that happens every year. It's like the biggest event in the vampire undead community. And essentially it's their trials and tribulations as like a new vampire joins the group and just showing how it is for them to live in city as vampires. It's really funny. It's got the one of the main guys is the guy from the Flight of the Conchords, and he's great. So yeah, it's dark humor. It's all funny. So just check that out, What We Do in the Shadows.
I love that they're all roommates.
Yes.
And they're like,
Peter,
it's your turn to do the dishes.
What you doing? Yeah, Jermaine Clement from Flight of the Conchords is amazing, and really the opposite of what he plays normally, which he plays like a amazing, sexy guy. And then the director of Thor Ragnarok, Taiki, what is his name? Taiku Wakiti?
I don't know. What's the shout that Hanzo says?
He's the main guy. He's the main vampire.
Yeah. It's a good movie. It's
an
funny.
amazing movie. Yeah.
I love it.
So, all right. Next up is me. So go me.
What's a Gomi?
Gomi.
Is that like Yu-Gi-Oh?
It is. I have no idea what that is. Tonight, my recommendo is. You guys ready?
No.
It's a comic.
Oh shit! What the fudge?
So those on YouTube can see that I'm holding up a copy of Artificial, which is a comic by a very nice person on Twitter, Courtney Brooke Davis. You can find her at CourtneyBrookeDavis.com or on Twitter at ComicsCourtney. And this is a really nice comic. It's very well produced. 2018. It's 4 stories that sort of remind me of my old heavy metal magazine days. And so it's a sci-fi, science fiction, sort of Twilight Zone plots with a bit of sense of humor and a little bit of sex. Or sort of sexual
romance.
Yeah, I mean, think heavy metal. If you know what that is, then you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, that wasn't romance.
Yes, romance. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically Jane Eyre.
70s romance.
But just really high quality, very well written.
Cool.
Courtney has written and what does it say here? I think she. Let's see, sexual. There's a warning on the front that says, "Warning: This comic contains mentions of suicide, some female nudity, and sexual situations."
Ooh.
She wrote and lettered this. So Courtney wrote and lettered this.
Nice.
And there are four tales, and they are inked and drawn by 4 artists. And it's just a lot of fun. It's like I said, it's a mix of humor, a little bit of horror. The suicide angle is kind of a little bit of a downer, but still makes perfect sense within the context of the science fiction. So do yourself a favor and drop Courtney tweet or visit her website. And Artificial is the name of the comic. It is a great read.
Cool.
Full color, too. Awesome. Nice. All right, finally, Matthew. Bless us with your recommendo, please.
I shall. As a lot of people who game on PC know, Steam is kind of the place to be. And one of the things that they do is they have a program called Early Access, where a lot of people can release their games before they're totally finished, either to make money and run away, or actually put out a good game that benefits from a lot of community feedback and adjustment. And I just want to point out that despite the common sentiments, there are some really great early access games out there. And this week's recommendo is definitely near the very top of the best of early access lists. It's called Slay the Spire. It's a fusion card game kind of deck builder and a roguelike. So the way it works is you start on the bottom floor of this mysterious tower, and you start out with a base deck of cards, and you have to climb this tower floor by floor to get to the boss at the very top before you go to the next area, and you repeat until you get to the top of the tower. But along the way, you're beating enemies, you're picking up new cards. A lot of them have like very unique effects, and you're building this deck to the best of your ability to kind of create, synergies to make yourself the most, either the most deadly or really well armored, or however you want to play the game in order to attempt to defeat this mysterious tower that is holding you hostage. The team that makes this game, Mega Crit, are really great with the community. They listen to feedback. They talk back to the players. They make changes a lot. They're really on top of kind of continually adjusting and patching the game to make it better and better each week. And despite them saying it's not done yet, there's already a lot there. It's gotten pretty big, streamer attention. You can find a lot of major streamers playing the game, and there's a lot there to love, even if you're not, famous. So if you have the time, I'd say go ahead and pick up Slay the Spire on Steam for $16.
It's $8.57.
Nice.
You said
all right,
we had the time.
We'll check that out. That's very nice. All right. Well, gentlemen, that's going to be it for this episode of the Lovecraft Tapes. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Music, Podbean, Spotify, Stitcher, or anywhere you download your regular podcasts. If you like what you hear, please leave us a review. Meanwhile, you can find us at lovecrafttapes.com with links to all our recommendos and social media channels, including Facebook, Reddit, YouTube, or our Discord server, where you can chat with us in real time. You can find me on Twitter at Lovecraft Tapes.
Ooh.
And if you want a personalized apology for how poorly I'm doing at this exit and I've offended you in any way, just hit me up on Twitter at The Real Weird Kid, and I'll get right on that.
What's a tweeter?
And if you want to call me a douchebag for misgendering him, or if you are from Australia and New Zealand and have some good things that I can make fun of later in this scenario, you can find me at Lovecraft Gabe.
That would be cool. Get someone to give you some inside stuff to ask. You can find me on Twitter at Brian Podcast, but I'm on Discord a little bit more.
All
yeah,
right.
that for me too.
Good. Well, we'll all see you on Discord. But until next time, roll for Bloodlines.
The doctor's coming.
All right, stop the stream. Bye, stream.
Bye-bye, stream.